Hello, and welcome to the very first Gentleman John Campbell Q&A. I, of course, am the Gentleman John Campbell, and I decided to do a Q&A video because on my various social media websites, such as Twitter and Facebook, and even my YouTube page, I seem to get a lot of questions, and I thought this would be a good way to answer all of them all at once. Now, there were certain questions that a couple people asked me that had to do with my personal life and had to do with things that I am either A, not allowed to mention, or B, questions that would violate certain promises that I made to people, such as privacy issues and things of the like. So unfortunately, I was unable to answer those, but the response to this was very overwhelming. I'm glad I got so many questions, and if the demand calls for it, I will do a lot more of these in the future. So, with that being said, let's get started. And as you can see, Pizza Hut is not my official sponsor, but I had so many questions, one sheet of paper would not do this justice, so I wrote it on the inside of a Pizza Hut box. But I do not endorse Pizza Hut unless they are going to send me a check, which they can send, well, if they want to send me a check, they can just message me and then I'll give them my address. Anywho, question 1. What came first, the chicken or the egg? And this was asked by Jeff Hosky. First of all, Jeff, thank you very much for this question. I really appreciate you took the time out to ask this. As far as an answer goes, I'm not 100% sure. One would guess that in order for the egg to be laid, there would need to have been a chicken first. But where would that chicken have come from? It would have had to have come from the egg. This is a question that has plagued mankind for many years now, and I don't think I'm the person who should be answering this. I think you should be asking a scientist or maybe a philosopher. I'm just me. I guess I would be an amateur philosopher. I have many theories about many different things, but as far as the chicken and the egg is concerned, I'm going to have to go with I'm not sure. But thank you very much for asking, and I appreciate that, and I'm sorry I could not come up with a definite answer. Question number 2. Who is your favorite opponent, and who would you like to wrestle in the future? And this was asked by Tim Blood. Tim Blood, first of all, thank you very much for your question. I really appreciate you asking me about this. I've had many different favorite opponents over the years. I've wrestled a lot of different great people that I've learned from. Of course, anytime you get to wrestle somebody who's been to the big leagues, such as, WWE, WCW, ECW, things like that, any big marquee matches, those are great, but, I've also wrestled guys that, maybe some people may have not heard of, and those turned out great too. And I think my most favorite people to wrestle are people who have been around longer than me that I can learn from. And who would I like to wrestle in the future? As far as that goes, anybody and anybody, anybody, everybody. Any place he wants to book me against anybody who they want to book me against. I will wrestle anybody. I would love to come to your territory if you are a promoter. So please do not hesitate to send me a message. Thank you very much for that question. I really appreciate that. And I hope I answered that to your liking. Question 3. What are your thoughts on that awesome wrestler Nick Zero? And this was asked by Nick Zero himself. I think Nick Zero is a nice man. I think he has a great beard. He reminds me a lot of a punk rock lumberjack when I look at him. He's always wearing various hats, bandanas, and neon green things. He just got a new singlet that is neon green and pink and black, which are 3 colors that you don't normally see together, so that stands out a lot. And as far as his in-ring ability, I think he is very good. I think his nickname is Super Rad, and I think that is one good way to describe him. Nick Zero is super rad. Thank you very much, Nick Zero, for asking that question. I appreciate it a lot, and I hope I answered that question to your liking. Question 4. When am I getting my Tank Girl DVD back? And this was asked by Jessica Phoenix. Jessica Phoenix, thank you very much for asking me this question. I do still have your Tank Girl DVD. I've had it for a couple of years now. I'm very sorry that it's taken me so long to get it back to you. Please private message me with your phone number, as I no longer have it. And the next time I am in your neck of the woods, I will get a hold of you and we will rendezvous to where I can give you your DVD back. Thank you very much for asking me that. I hope I answered that to your liking. And please, I would like to give you your DVD back, and I feel awful that I've had it so long. Number 5. Who is Nick Zero? Asked by Jeff Hosky. First of all, Jeff Hosky, thank you very much for asking me this question. I appreciate it. Nick Zero, his nickname is Super Rad Nick Zero. He is a professional wrestler, wrestles mainly in Michigan. I believe he is from the Flint area. He wears a neon green, pink, and black singlet, 3 colors that you don't see together that often. And he is a very nice guy with a beard, and he kind of looks like a lumberjack. That is my the best way I can describe Nick Zero. Thank you very much for asking me that question. I hope I answered that to the best of my ability to your liking. Are you bringing me a pizza? This was asked by Dennis Edwards. Dennis Edwards, I would love very much to bring you a pizza, except I do not know when the next time it is we are hanging out. Okay, I promise you the next time we hang out, I will do my best to bring you a pizza if my budget will allow me to. Thank you very much for asking this question. I appreciate it, and I hope I answered that to the best of my ability and to your liking. Now, out of your past tag team partners, who is your favorite? And this was asked by Amanda DeLong. This is a very hard question to answer because I've had many different tag team partners in the past. And all of them, they fit their respective roles very well. I first started tagging with Cody Kelly at the beginning of my career, and you know, he was a really big guy who could move. He's very much unlike, you know, if I could compare him to anybody, I would compare him to Vader. You know, he was a really big, powerful guy that can move, and I think that complemented my style very well, which I don't even know what my style was back then, but he pretty much carried the team. And then as I moved on to my own, you know, I had partners like Mongo and partners like Nick Van Cor, and I even tagged with Rex Hart for a while, and that was a lot of fun because Rex Hart's been around for so long and I learned a lot from him. I guess out of my past tag team partners, my favorite tag team partner would have to be all of them, because all of them brought something very unique to the table that the other ones did not. I hope I answered that question to your liking. Thank you very much for asking it. How does John Cena keep getting movie roles over Bruce Campbell? And this was asked by James Rampage. James, I don't know. I'm unsure how the Hollywood world works. I believe that would have to do a lot with certain agencies and like casting agencies and agents getting their respective clients' movie roles. I do believe that Bruce Campbell's filmography is far superior to John Cena's, so I don't know if he's getting movie roles. If John Cena is getting movie roles over Bruce Campbell as much as John Cena's just been in more movies lately. But thank you very much for asking me that question. I hope I answered that to your liking. And yeah, once again, I don't know. You may have to contact somebody from Hollywood to answer that question better. If or when you get a WWE contract, what do you think your new name will be? and this was asked by Amanda DeLong. Thank you very much, Amanda DeLong. I appreciate you asking me this question. And as far as that goes, I don't know. I would hope that I would be able to at least keep doing what I'm doing now, or at least as much like it. But as far as a different name or a different character, I think that's more up to WWE Creative than it is myself. I would hope I would get something cool like, you know, the Annihilator Anderson Austin, or the Murderer Mason Marvelous, or something cool along those lines, to where people hear that name and think, oh, this guy must be good. Thank you for asking this. I really appreciate it, and I hope I answered this question to your liking. Thank you. Question 10. Have you ever masturbated with pizza oil? And this was asked by Anonymous. Anonymous, I have not, nor do I think I will ever. As far as pizza oil goes, a lot of times it comes off of a pizza, and pizzas are very hot, and I don't think I would like hot oil anywhere near my nether regions. But thank you for asking me this. I hope I answered that to your liking, and I appreciate you asking me this. Number 11. Do you want to see my weird toenail? And this was asked by Anonymous as well. I guess it would have to depend on the situation. Like, are we at the beach, or are we in a private setting? Is this like a sexual thing? I don't know. I guess it would have to depend on the circumstances as to which I would be able to see your weird toenail. But thank you very much, Anonymous, for asking me this. I really appreciate your question, and I hope I answered this to your liking. Another anonymous question. Why are you such a no-talent ass clown? And this was asked by Anonymous. First of all, Anonymous, thank you very much for asking me this. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to ask this question. As far as being a no-talent ass clown, I don't know. I guess that is just I guess that is just your opinion. I know a few others who may disagree with your question or the statement you made within your question. But otherwise, thank you for asking me this, and I hope I answered your question to your liking. Thank you. Chris Lobsinger asks, what is one question nobody asked you that you wish they would? And that is, because I was asked a lot of questions. I'm still not done, but I was asked a lot of questions with this, and I really don't know. I was hoping to get more wrestling related questions with this video, but I did get a good number of wrestling related questions. But I was actually hoping for more, and some of the questions that I did get that I'm unable to answer due to agreements that I made with certain people that I wouldn't answer were wrestling related. But as far as that goes, just I wish I would have gotten more wrestling related questions. But the questions that I was asked, I'm very grateful for, and thank you very much for asking me this. I appreciate you taking time out of your day. What is your YouTube? And this was asked by Zyler. Well, Zyler, my YouTube page is www.youtube.com/KWO Asylum. Thank you very much for asking me this. I hope you subscribe to my page. I am hoping to put videos up every week, and I've kept that streak alive thus far, starting with this week. Do you eat raw onions? And this was asked by John Presley. The answer is no. I am not a fan of raw onions. I'm not a fan of onions in general. There are certain instances as to which I do like onions. I like onion rings. I like onions in salsa. I like onions in my chili. But as far as raw onions, say on a burger, or just raw onions in general, I'm not a big fan of them. I've never been. This has been an ongoing struggle with me ever since I was a child, when I ate onions and threw up, and it was very traumatic, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. But thank you for asking me. I appreciate that. I hope I answered that question to your liking. Now, the final question, and this is almost a two-parter. What 2 weapons and what 4 people do you want to have with you during the zombie apocalypse? And this was asked by Chris Lobsinger. Well, Chris Lobsinger, as far as the weapons goes, I would want lightweight weapons that I would be able to carry with me in case that I would have to flee. Preferably a sword or something along those lines, because guns will only take you so far. Guns have to be reloaded. You never have to reload a sword. You only have to make sure it's sharp. So I would say a sword. And does a car count as a weapon? Because a car, and this is more of a question for you because you seem to be the expert. A car can be a weapon if utilized properly. So I would have to say a sword and a car, but this is to your discretion. And as far as the 4 people I would want during the zombie apocalypse, I would probably want people who knew what they were doing, people who, have plans in case such things do happen. So probably you, Chris Lobsinger, my girlfriend, of course, and 2 other people who are not afraid to get down and dirty with the zombies if need be. Well, that is the last question. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making this video. Thank you very much. I hope you know more about me now than you did before. I hope I answered these questions to your liking. And thank you very much to everyone who submitted questions and to everyone who watched this. Thank you.